time for Scrim today. Solo Scrim, Side Effects, the name of the song. Everybody's been asking me to react to this song. So Scrim, got your hoodie on today. I mean, it's my life so much of the time. All I want to do is run away, but all I ever do is run in place. Scrim. One day Scrim's going to actually comment on one of these videos. Don't you think, like, at some point he's going to write some comment in? It's going to make my day. But look, let's check out Scrim. I love his stuff. Jesus Wept, favorite song, but I'm getting more into it. I can't listen to the rest of it until I react to it. So please tell me what's next so I can get through the songs so I can go back and listen to them again. Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist. Scrim, your resident genius, as I say. Without further ado. Man, side effects. Got to do with drugs, right? Let's go. I did not expect that at all. I thought it was going to go like, man, drugs and just go deep voice. He switches it up. I've been running all my life. Think it's time to stop. Scrim! Come on. Woo!
I met in my socks, I took off down the block. I've been running all my life, think it's time to stop.
Yep.
I am so damn tired, body wanna drop. It is so lonely at the top. I met in my socks, I took off down the block. I've been running all my life.
Meds in my socks. I took off down the block. You got the meds in the socks. I don't know. It almost gives me a feeling of like, you know, being in like rehab or something. And it's like, I got meds in my socks and I'm like running, trying to get away. And then he says, I've been running all my life. Hey, it's like this. Been running all my life. Think it's time to stop. Like, it's just time. And somebody told me once about 12-step, you know, with addiction, they said, you know, a lot of people don't realize you can just stop. Because people in addiction, I'm telling you, if they're really honest, so many times will say, I can't stop. Like, it's not an option for me. There is no life other than it. And the fear of stop, they just don't realize you can actually live a life. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. I love the way he puts this together. I got meds in my socks running down the block. I've been doing this my whole life. It's time to stop.
Meds in my socks, I took off down the block. I've been running all my life, think it's time to stop. I am so damn tired, body wanna drop. It is so lonely at the top. I got what they want and it's still not enough. I'm so deep inside and I can't stop it up.
Yeah.
Whether it's with these hoes or with these drugs.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be here, wanna get the fuck.
Yeah.
Miss my family and I miss my girl.
Yeah.
I try my best to give them all the world.
Yep.
Feel like I am not enough sometimes. Crying in my head, like why? Love me for who I am, don't love me for what I do. Love you with everything.
Love me for who I am. Don't love me for what I do. This is straight out of his journal, I would think. Can't wait to ask him that one day. I feel like it's straight out of like therapy, out of journaling and writing. Like, I've tried to give everything I can, love my family, love my girl, trying to give them the world, trying to do the best I can. Not perfect at it. Don't do it right all the time. But it's like, he just wants to be loved, wants to be taken care of. What do you say?
Love me for who I am.
Love me for who I am. Don't love me for what I do. It's like, I just want to be loved. And so often people who are in addiction come from trauma, and they come from addiction also in their family, and can never feel just accepted for who they are. And sometimes make mistakes and sometimes screw up. It doesn't mean it's a screw up. You have to take responsibility for your own actions. But that love and that appreciation for who you are as a person so often gets missed. He's just saying, love me for who I am, not just what I do. Please. What a good line.
Crying in my head, like why? Love me for who I am, don't love me for what I do. Love you with everything, tell me I love you too. I done gave everything, I don't got nothing left. I am exhausted, still wish you all the best. Meds in my socks, I took off down the block.
Yep.
Been running all my life, think it's time to stop. I am so damn tired, my D wanna dry. It is so lonely at the time. Meds in my socks, I took off down the block. Been running all my.
This is so good. Never heard this from Scrim before. And he's changed it up. It shows the variety. It shows his ability to go in all these different directions. I love the poppy beat. I love the lyrics, the way he says it. Like this is almost somebody contemplating, like, what am I going to do beyond this? How is my life going to go? Because this can't be the only way. And I just want to share how I feel so that y'all know like what's happening with me and that I have more than just the way I'm acting or living. I have more inside me than just what you see. So good.
My D wanna dry. It is so lonely at the time. Meds in my socks, I took off down the block. Been running all my life, think it's time to stop. I am so damn tired, my D wanna dry. It is so lonely at the time. I can see my dad's shame in his eyes. Feel like he wasn't enough and don't know why. I'm sorry if I made you feel more than less.
Oh my gosh. Can see my dad's shame in his eyes. Like his dad having shame. Like he wasn't enough and don't know why. Don't know why. So often you grow up sometimes in families like this with parents. He looks at his dad and he sees shame in his eyes. Like his dad has shame. And when you have that shame, it's inevitably that you're not enough, that you can't be enough, that you can't do enough, that you're just not enough of a person. And when a child sees that in a parent, it's scary because those are the people you look up to. Those are the ones you count on. Those are the ones you need to depend on. Those are the ones that you model yourselves against so often when we're children. And he doesn't know why. He doesn't know why his dad doesn't think he's enough. Just being a dad is enough. I tell men this all the time. Just being a dad, being present, available, saying, I love you, I care about you, I'm proud of you, you matter to me is enough. This.
At the time, I can see my dad's shame in his eyes. Feel like he wasn't enough and don't know why. I'm sorry if I made you feel more than less. Did everything for me, you did your best.
So honest. It's had to be after rehab. This is so much real. This is vulnerability. Sorry if I made you feel more than less. How do you do that? More than less. That's pretty cool. But more than less, like even more than less. I'm so sorry if I did that. And that's what children feel. I'm telling you, when children grow up, because they're egocentric, their brains aren't developed yet. When they grow up, the world revolves around them. And so a lot of times when bad things happen, they feel like it has something to do with them, even though it didn't. And a child will feel like because my parent had shame or because my parent didn't feel good enough or wasn't there, maybe it had something to do with me. Maybe I did that. So we carry that with us into adulthood. And that's what, again, exacerbates addiction and depression and anxiety and everything until we realize, wait a minute, I can't be responsible for my parents' feelings. They had to be able to sort that out. Maybe they could, maybe they couldn't. But I have to be able to recognize I did everything I can as the person I was, and his feelings weren't, or his shame wasn't because of me. I want you to know that, Scrim.
Feel like he wasn't enough and don't know why. I'm sorry if I made you feel more than less. Did everything for me, you did your best. I can see myself in my brothers. I got some traits from my mother. Sometimes it do scare me. Sometimes I get worried. Hope they don't be like me. I gotta leave in a hurry. Don't want them picking up habits. Don't want them feeling like that.
Boy, you see, hear that? Number one, he's telling his dad, I love you and thank you. You did everything you possibly could. I see myself and my brothers, got a little bit from my mother. But that line of like, I got to leave in a hurry because I don't want you picking up habits. It's kind of like, I got to go, but it was really like, I need to leave because I don't want you picking up the habits that I have. I don't want you being damaged like I am. And this, to me, with Scrim, he just seems like he has such a big heart. I know he has a big heart. I've talked to him. I see that heart. And I think he cares so much. This is a lot like Lil Peep. I felt like he had a big heart too and really was compassionate towards people. And, you know, sometimes the most broken people are the most compassionate. And Scrim, I think, reflecting on his life, it's like, I don't want you taking on the things I've had. I want to spread good. I want people to love life. I want people to appreciate music. I want people to love other people and not feel broken and damaged all the time. Wow.
Sometimes I get worried. Hope they don't be like me. I gotta leave in a hurry. Don't want them picking up habits. Don't want them feeling like damage. I would give my life for them. Right now trying hard to swim. Meds in my socks.
Yeah.
I've been running on my life. Think it's time to stop. I am so damn tired. Body wanna drop. It is so lonely at the top. Meds in my socks. I took off down the block. I've been running on my life. Think it's time to stop. I am so damn tired. Body wanna drop. It is so lonely at the top.
Scrim, side effects, totally shocked. Did not expect that in the least. I didn't expect kind of almost semi-poppy beat. I didn't expect the high voice kind of singing he was doing there. Loved all of that and the switch up of it. That's so different than a lot of the other stuff and so honest with everything. You know how much of the time, like he said, we spend just trying to swim, trying to doggy paddle? You ever try to doggy paddle in a pool and just keep yourself afloat? That's what so often life is. Number one, in addiction. Number two, in recovery. Both. It's like I'm just trying to swim until you can learn how to swim and make it on your own. Remember, Sid and Real Therapy. It's just Tom breaking down lyrics to Scrim. If you want help, check the links in the description. But I'm telling you, help is out there. And he's saying it. This is a kind of looking inward, an intrinsic look on himself to see what his defects have been, what his traumas and wounds have been, and what he wants life to be that it wasn't before. And so he's wishing well to other people. Love hearing this message. Please leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. I do hear them. And when you said side effects, we got to it. So can't wait to see what's next. Don't forget we have a Suicide Boys tier on Patreon too. But look, mental health is most important. This song says it. Let's go get it. And we'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.